Hey ho squad. All right. So I am finally jumping on. I'm jumping on it. I'm jumping on it. What am I jumping on? This is what I'm jumping on. So I know you have seen 5011 vanilla videos, right? I know you have. But it's my turn. Why? Because I'm gonna take my turn at the vanilla. At the vanilla counter. And we're gonna talk about some vanillas I have. So all I want you to know is this is just all you need to know is this.
Prepare to be sick of me. Prepare right now to be sick of me.
Because I'm coming hard for you. Because I'm coming hard with my vanillas. So if you're ready to see some delicious, some decadent, some vanillas you ain't expecting, y'all know, hoes, stay right here. All right, so let's talk vanillas. Now I have all kinds of vanillas right here. I have some that are more, sweet vanillas. I have some dry vanillas. I have some gourmandy vanillas. And then I just have some perfumery vanillas. So we're going to talk about all of them, hoping that I'm going to give you a few that you might want to try out. Might want to get a little something. Might want to get a little something. Hey, some of them you might have in your collection. So let me just say this while you're watching, please feel free to comment. Say something about your vanillas. If you see something that a vanilla that you have and you want to co-sign or tell me, bitch, you don't know what you're talking about. Ho, you don't know. So you can, that's okay. I'm okay with that. Or high five me if you really like it. Let's just have a conversation. That's what we're here for, to conversate. Okay, so let's get started on the vanillas. I'm going to start out with the OGs because not everything has to be, brand new, not talked about. Some things are just classics and deserve to be talked about every time you do a video like this. And the first one is going to be the OG Dior. Now, of course, this isn't the original. This is reformulated, and everybody be like, oh my God, it's not as good. But let me tell you something. This is one of those sexy vanillas. This is one of those ones this is date night. Y'all know this is classic date night. Dior Addict is classic date night. The vanilla is so seductive and just lingers on your skin, and it is beautiful. And of course, it has the florals in it. It is a masterpiece. It is an icon for a reason. So that is Dior Addict. I don't have to say too much about that one. Okay, so now I'm gonna say this one is an OG because I don't know, people be acting like they forgot about it for all these other things, but let's just pull out Ani. Now in Fragcom, this is an OG. This one serves it. And this is it starts out kind of citrusy, but it's like a citrusy beginning, but it's a spicy vanilla. You get a lot of ginger in it. You have to like a really spicy vanilla because this is serving spicy, and it is very seductive and head turning and great for date nights. You just smell like a spicy dessert. So this is Nishane's Ani. Oh my goodness, y'all. I know I sound a little winded, but I was trying to grab something and it fell behind something in here, and I've been whew, okay. Y'all don't want to know the rest, but okay, here we go. Let's go. All right, so we're going to talk about, let's get into these right here. So I have I don't know, I'm about to be all over the place because I was calling myself kind of grouping them, but I really just don't know how to group them like this. Okay, we're going to start here. This is Seta by Moresque. This was one of the ones, even though I know it don't seem like a lot, because I mean, people show dense. They like all the way down to here. But for me, that's quite a bit. Seta was one of those vanillas that I was wearing a lot last summer. I mean, like last winter, and wearing it with things like, you know, layering, things like that. So this is kind of a warm and spicy one. It has a saffron. It has a little citrusy in the beginning, lemon and bergamot. But it's a really kind of a dry vanilla. So it's not like that super sweet sugary vanilla. It's a dry vanilla. It feels like, you know, vanilla bean before you like soak it in alcohol and make vanilla extract or anything. It's more of that dryness that you like if you cut open a vanilla bean and just smell it. It's giving you that kind of dry woodiness. And as it dries down, it becomes really just like this ambery, sweet, dry vanilla. Really pretty. Really something that you could just wear and not have to think too hard. So this has more of a, almost in the beginning, it has like this more citrusy, so it kind of almost gives it a cologne vibe, but it's really nice and I still do like it. So that is Seta by Moresque. All right, next up is Commodity Gold. Now this is just a really nice vanilla. I can't say that it's like groundbreaking or anything, but if you were looking for a nice clean vanilla, not too sugary, has a little woodiness to it as it dries down, just like an ambery, just classic vanilla, you want to go with Gold by Commodity. So it's just going to give you like, you know, some benzoin. Now in the beginning it has a little juniper, so it does have a greenness, but that goes away really quick because I wouldn't like it if it didn't, because I'm not a huge fan of those type of things. Not at all. Not at all. All right, and then next up is, what else am I going to say? Oh, the one that made me fall out. Hold on. Next up is Nest Golden Nectar. Now I have a travel spray. I do want to get a full size bottle of this when I can get 20% off, because, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, this is a nice, sweet, really pretty vanilla. It's not a complicated vanilla, but what it does have suede, so it has this powderiness. So it's a sweet one, and then it gets a little powdery, and it has this floral vibe to it that you get from this orchid. So it's like a floral vanilla with some musk and some suede to really give it this like more edgy kind of vibe. I really like it because it has the florals in it, and as you wear it, you get that vanilla floral, which is quite pretty and a little different than a lot of the vanillas I have. So this is Golden Nectar by Nest. I know that wasn't like the most intriguing description, but I'm saying like this is like one of those things like you could just throw on. This is like a very easy breezy vanilla that, you know, it's not complex, it's not going, but it is going to turn heads because it has a sweet floral vibe to it. So that's Nest. All right, we're going to talk about a few EDTs I have. A couple of EDTs I have. Now, I have a lot of the La Maison de la Vanille. I'm just going to talk about Vanille Divine de Tropiques, which was the first one that I picked up. All right, so now this is the first one I purchased from them, and I love it. This is a white floral vanilla, and you really do get the white florals, and the vanilla is just sublime. It is this perfect vanilla. It's not too sweet, it's not too dry. It feels like it's like a garden of like white florals, jasmine, tuberose, little gardenia, and then they crushed vanilla bean pods in it, and they all came together to make this beautiful scent. This one does, and it gets a little, and as you wear it, it dries down and gets a little powdery. It is a very girly, feminine vanilla. So that is, now you're gonna have to respray it more, so just carry it with you, make you a decan, because this is going to stand out because of the vanilla. Like, I really don't have a lot of white floral vanillas, and this is a really good rendition of that. So this is a white floral vanilla, Bonita Tropiques. There we go. All right, next up is Black Sugar by Korres. Now, let me just say this to you all. This, first off, people do sleep on Korres's. It doesn't last that long. It doesn't project out as much. It stays a little closer to your skin. Okay, so I'm just giving y'all that, so don't be like, oh my God, it's not just doing it all. Okay, so this stays a little closer to your skin. However, this has got caramel in it. It's got black sugar. It's got vanilla bean. It's got tonka bean. So it is very sweet and decadent, but then it has florals and it has rose, it has lily, it has a little heliotrope, I think. Does it? Yes, to give it a little powderiness. So it gets powder, it's powdery, it's sweet, it's decadent, but then it has these, you know, to make it more sophisticated and elegant, it also has these florals in it. And it just is a really quite delicious vanilla, but and very high-end luxurious for a very good price. So this is Korres's Black Sugar. All right, next up right here is we're going to go with Aphrodisiac's Touch by Unique Luxury. Now this is a spicy, warm vanilla. This is cozy, yet elegant and very, you know, I mean, this is, they call themselves Unique Luxury, and it is a very luxurious vibe to it. So it is really spicy. It has cloves, it has cinnamon, it has cardamom in it, it has amber. It's very warm and spicy on the skin. It does last quite a while for you. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Look at how they do this. That's what you see. That's why they were like, we are Unique Luxury, because we're gonna give you all the little details that you need. But anyway, anywho. Yeah, so it's a warm, spicy, very sophisticated and very well blended vanilla fragrance for the fall and winter. It's definitely giving cozy vibes. It's definitely giving by the fireplace, you know, just hanging out, you know, doing something just very relaxed yet upscale. Like, say for instance, if you're going to a, you know, a weekend at a B&B, not an Airbnb, but an actual bed and breakfast, you know, where you are luxuriating and you may be like walking and watching the leaves change, like maybe going up to, like in Chicagoland area, going up to Michigan, staying at a bed and breakfast and having a nice cozy weekend with your lover. This would be something perfect to have in the evening when you're just chilling after dinner and just, you know, vibing in a space like where maybe you're having like a nice warm cocktail, you know. I just gave you a whole date. I need a date like that. Okay, my bad. My bad. I just went all the way there. Now, speaking of cozy, these two right here are a little bit more, they play a little closer to your skin. So they're not going to be like super projectors. These are things that you kind of wear when you just like, you're going to be in a, you know, more intimate situation, or just with people that you're just kind of cozy with, especially this one. So the first one, you know, where you're hanging out with friends and family, where you're not going to be in some places really large. It's a little more, you know, just a little quieter space, but you want to still smell delicious, right? You want to be the one that's like, girl, what you wearing? What you wearing? And you're going to pull this out. This is Ambrette de Noir by Erin. Now this, Erin, first off, Erin Beauty is very underrated in the fragrance community. I mean, it really is. Erin Beauty has some beautiful fragrances, really don't get much attention. But this one right here is an amber floral. So it is very vanilla, and it has tonka bean, it has vanilla, it has florals in it. It's got it, sorry. Cut all that. So it cut out from where I said it was underrated, and it's beautiful fragrances. Okay, so Ambrette de Noir is an amber floral, but it has a lot of vanillas, and it has tonka bean, it has vanilla in it, which as it dries down, you get this really this very subtle vanilla. So this is a very subtle vanilla, and it stays close to you, but it also is very floral. So it's like a floral vibe, but it doesn't project out too far. It stays close to your skin. You're not going to get a huge amount of wear out of this, maybe 6 hours. And it's going to be one of those things where it's more like, hey, we're hanging out with friends and you want to smell good, but you don't want to do too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, some of these things will have you doing too much. Whereas other ones will be like, oh, I'm wearing this cute little fragrance. I smell good. I smell a little different, but I'm not doing too much where people like, because you know how people, can act irritating. Oh, you wear, dang, that's a really strong fragrance. Them type of people. This isn't what you wear. You wear this for those type of people. The ones who are going to be like low-key hating on you because they mad because they don't smell as good as you do every time you go out. Though this is the one for them. Amberette de Noir. Now this one is Spicy with Your Man, Spicy with Your Lover. This is Nuit et Confidence. It just sounds like that, right? It's my pom-pom, my very first pom-pom. I searched high and low when this was not as popular, because now it's a little more popular. You can get your hands on it. But I saw it, somebody was talking about it, and I said, okay, I need that in my life right now. But this is a spicy, sweet vanilla. It's got black pepper on the top with a little bergamot. But it's got vanilla, it's got tonka bean, it's got incense. So it's like an incensey, spicy vanilla. They do say that this is very similar to Spiritueux Double Vanille by Guerlain. I don't know because I don't have it. But I will tell you this. This is a spicy, incensey vanilla. This is like, ooh, this is a head turner. But it does not project out a lot. It's not super projecting. This is something that's going to be closer to you. So this is perfect when you are, let me give you where you at. You are at, this is a holiday season. You are like with your lover at their Christmas party, right? You're going to smell good. But what's going to happen is, because you're there as your lover's guest, so you're kind of with them, right? And so they're going to be close to you and they're going to smell this on you like, wait a minute, she's doing low-key sexy. So it's not going to be so over the top like Dior Addict. It's going to be like this, like very quiet, sexy that your lover's going to get in passing you. And people are going to smell it in passing, but it's not going to be like so overt. So this is perfect for that. So this is the type of thing that will have your lover going, we need to leave this party early. Okay. So there we have that. All right. Now let's talk about some that are a little more foodie, a little more like that. Okay. But let's talk. Well, no, this is kind of good. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm trying to give y'all a little vibe. Okay. All right. So let's go with these two. These, I guess they're Quintacanto, Vicanto. I don't know what they are. But this is Mirabelle. Mirabelle had its moments. No one's talking about it again. Mirabelle had its moment. No one's talking about it again. Okay, so Mirabelle is like it is like a milky vanilla. It's like a warm, boozy, vanilla, milky vanilla drink. That's why it's for the fall. So it's giving you this warm vanilla, like you would have like something that's kind of cozy and warm. It would be a warm drink though. It wouldn't just be it would be a warmed, boozy drink with a little bit of milk in it, with a splash of milk to give it a milkiness, right? That is what Mirabelle is. It is that. It is a boozy vanilla drink with a splash of milk in it to give it a milk creaminess. So that is what Mirabelle is. All right, next up is Magnificat. I love these bottles, but they just get messed up. I need to take a thing to them. Anyway, this is Magnificat. Whereas Mirabelle is your drink, your spicy, boozy, milky drink, right? Vanilla drink. This is your high-end vanilla pastry. So when I say it's a high-end vanilla pastry, I say that because it doesn't have a lot of, I'm missing something. No, I'm not. It doesn't have, it doesn't feel like a American pastry where it's super like sugary or anything. It's more subtle. So the vanilla is going to be it's going to be like a hint of vanilla, and it's going to just be this really gorgeous pastry. And that's what it is. This is your pastry. So you wear Mirabelle when you're wearing your boozy drink, and then this is your vanilla pastry. So this is Magnificat. All right, next up is Vangelis by Sylvain Delacourt. Now, if you do not know, Sylvain Delacourt was the head perfumer for Guerlain for many years, which says something about her vanilla, because we know that Guerlain has a signature vanilla, and her vanilla is very similar to that. Now, this is a warm, spicy vanilla. It's got cinnamon, it's got cloves, I think it has in it. Let me make sure I'm saying this right. Okay. Yeah, it has cinnamon, it has cloves, it has cardamom. It also has clementine in the beginning. So you get this kind of sweet citrusy vibe, but as it wears down on you, you get the vanilla. Now it has almond to give a powderiness. So this is a really complex yet very beautiful vanilla, because the vanilla is going to be on point, but then the combination of it all is spicy, it's warm, it's a little powdery. It's a really beautiful scent. So on the top, you'll get this kind of juicy orange vibe, but as it dries down, like think of it this way. In the wintertime, like when you do the pot of herbs, so like if you're like me, sometimes you take the cinnamon sticks, you put the orange in there, you put the cloves in there, and then you just let it simmer on your stove, do a simmer pot. That's kind of like the vibe with the orange and then the spices in it. Now, this is a very subtle vanilla. It is a Guerlain vanilla. So it is a very distinctive vanilla. It is not too sweet. It is like that very kind of dry, but elegant vanilla. Guerlain is known for an elegant vanilla, and that is exactly what it is with Vangelis. I have two more. I just want to give y'all that one. All right, next up we have Royal Vanilla by Mancera. Now, at first, I was not loving Royal Vanilla, but then I got it again, and I was like, what was wrong with your ass? This is... Now, if you like Roses Vanille, you will love this. Okay, so as I was saying, if you like Roses Vanille, you are going to love this. This is like an upscale version of Roses Vanille. It has that citrusy vibe. It has the rose in it. And the rose in this is more, it's not as jammy. It is actually a more green rose in it. It's like a very fresh rose in it. But it has caramel and it has the vanilla. So it's a richer one. So like Roses Vanille is sugary. This is a rich caramel sweetness, and that is why Royal Vanilla, to me, honestly, I like it a little more than Roses Vanille. I really prefer Royal Vanilla out of the two of those. So this is Royal Vanilla by Mancera. All right, so this is Vanilla Ecstasy by Montal. I gotta be honest with y'all, I am stopping myself because in my head I want to pick up all of the vanillas by Montal and try them all out and then talk about them. I know, see, these are the kind of things that get in my head, and I'm stopping myself. But anyway, I've been wanting Sweet Vanilla. It's still on my list. I still haven't gotten it. But then I saw Vanilla Ecstasy. It was like a toss-up between the two of these. But Sweet Vanilla is what it is, apricot and vanilla. Really good, really tasty. However, this one right here seemed a little more complex. It had apricot blossom. It's got more florals in it. And as it dries down, it's got mahogany in it and some sandalwood. So it just seemed a little more complex. And so that's why I went for it, because I was like, let's go with a little something a little more complex. And when I first got it, I was a tad bit disappointed. No lies told. And I think because I saw apricot and I already tried Sweet Blossom, I was thinking it was going to be like Sweet Blossom with a little difference, right? No, no, it's not. This is, you get the apricot, but you also get the florals, and it's a little brighter. It's not as deep, it's not as heavy as sweet vanilla. It's definitely a little brighter, and it definitely has florals. So this one is a tad, and it's a little almost soapy, like a really good soap, you know, like with that little floral with a little fruitiness to it. But I will say this, I think it's more of a complex. It's a much more elegant fragrance than sweet vanilla. Sweet vanilla is good, and I still want it, but I think this has a little more complexity, which will make it a little more interesting to wear. So that is Vanilla Ecstasy by Montal. All right, next up is Horchata de Vanille by Sphinx Cosmetics, and this is exactly what it is. This smells like horchata. It is a milky vanilla, cinnamony, spicy vibe. It is definitely for the fall time. It is screaming, you know, hey, we are just being cozy. This is sweater weather. This is going out to like go watch the, you know, go hang out. You know, if you go and do any walking and seeing the leaves change, you know, because, you know, and you're doing those kind of fall activities, kind of outdoor fall activities too, though. I think this would be wonderful because it's going to give you this coziness, and when the air is crisp, not too cold, but maybe like, you know, low 50s, high 40s, where you got on a nice, you know, you got on your nice like teddy coat or something. It's not too cold, but you out there having a good time, like maybe going shopping where you're going to be going in and out, hanging and going to lunch. Horchata de Vanille. You're gonna smell like horchata, and horchata smells good to me. All right, so it's got that ricey milk. Yeah. So there we have that. Now I'm gonna talk about Note Vanille by Micallef. Newer to my collection, this is a boozy, spicy vanilla. It has caramel tonka bean. It's got bergamot cinnamon, got vanilla, bourbon vanilla patchouli. So it's got like a boozy, spicy vanilla. It's got, you know, some florals in it because this is a perfumery vibe, right? So, you know, it's got a little perfumery vibe to it. So it's a really pretty boozy vanilla. I like it. It's spicy, it's boozy and everything. Serving that vibe. Now, if this is a little out of your reach, cannot justify spending as much money, or it's hard to find on the gray market and you ain't trying to pay retail, I'm gonna tell you to get this. Now this is an EDT, but spray with abandon. This is by Perlier. This is the original spiced vanilla, and that's exactly what it is. It is a boozy, spicy vanilla. Now, I already had this, and when I got Note Vanille, I was like, oh, dang, these smell kind of similar. No, they are not a dupe of each other, but they are very similar. So if you really ain't trying to spend that kind of money, get this one because it gives you that boozy vibe. It's giving you boozy vanilla, spicy vanilla. That's exactly what it is. And they have the lotion and the body cream, the shower cream. So you could just layer this all on and smell like a boozy, spicy. Don't wear this to work though, because it is a little boozy. This is for like after work, things like that, where you know, you just serving that kind of vibe. So this is boozy, spicy vanilla. And they call it the original spiced vanilla by Perlier. All right, so there we have those. Now, these last few are my hard to find ones. They're not always around. Some of them are they're discontinued, hard to find. But I'm just going to tell you about them because perhaps you might see them at a great price, or you might own them. So let's talk. So this first one is Vanilla Silk by Gallagher Fragrances. Now, they bring out the silk line every once in a while. Let me tell you, the next time they bring out vanilla silk, if you like vanilla, you need to get this. So this is vanilla, white amber musk, and woody notes. And that's exactly what it is. It's just a dry, kind of ambery, woody vanilla. And I love it. And I know for me, I know some people will be like, really? I do really love it. I was wearing the hell out of this last year. It's an ambery, musky vanilla, and that it is what it is. And it's very easygoing. It's not, you know, it's just, hey, I'm wearing this one. So, hey, how you doing? And that's what it is. It's just a very easygoing, good smelling vanilla. But it's a ambery, musky, woody vanilla. So it's a little different than a lot of the ones that I have. All right, that one. Now, of course, I'm going to talk about this one. And, you know, as I always say, rest in peace, Ganache. We miss Ganache. However, Kai Fragrances, JC is coming with the Kai Fragrances. We're going to see how he had a little setback because he was ill, but now he's feeling better and it's coming. All right, so this is Vanilla Ascour. This is part of Ganache, which is no longer around, but you might be able to find it. This is now, Ganache, of course, was always literal gourmands. This is not a literal gourmand. This is actually, as he says, it is like a vanilla, but it's like got the layers of perfumery. I don't have all the notes anymore. I do have them. Hold on. Scratch that, there upstairs. But anyway, it has a perfumery vibe to it. So it's vanilla, and it's got, of course, it's vanilla. Duh, we're doing a vanilla video. It's vanilla, and then it has this base of like florals with a little spiciness. So it's a spicy vanilla with the little florals in it, and some and the vanilla. It is beautiful. I cannot get another bottle of this, and you see how deep and dark it is. So even though I say spray with abandon, sometimes you just hope you don't want to spray because you don't want it to be gone. Oh. All right, and next up is this. Now, these are hard to find all of a sudden. When I purchased this, these were like inexpensive. Now they're gone. This is Guerlain's Shalimar Souffle Intense. This is part of the Souffle line. This is a lemon pound cake, a vanilla lemon pound cake. So I always say this. It is very similar to Lyra, but I didn't pay Lyra prices. Now, of course, at this point, it's kind of expensive now. So you know, might as well go and get Lyra because Lyra is easier to come by. But this is a lemon vanilla pound cake. That's what it is. As it dries down on you, you get this beautiful lemon pound cake. It is gorgeous. So for me, that's probably why I really ain't like dying to get Lyra, because I have this and I have the Lumiere version, which is a brighter lemon pound cake. So I'm good. Now this one right here was my, this was a unicorn for me. I searched for this one for a few years before I finally got a hold of it. And I'm still learning it because I got it and I was like, what? I don't know. So let's talk about it. But it is a unicorn. It's hard to come by. And this is Perry Ellis Oud Black Vanilla Absolute. I talked about Oud, the saffron rose, in my rose one. And so that's this one. This has a little rum in it. Oh, I'm starting to like it better now. Okay. It's a smoky, boozy vanilla with some, you know, with a little oud. The oud is so very subtle in these. But what it is a smoky, boozy vanilla because it's got tobacco in it. And I'm getting that smokiness. Think Bonfire Bash kind of vibe. Oh, this is better than I thought it was. Because the first time I was like, I think because I have been wanting it so bad, I just was like sort of disappointed. But now that I've sat here and let it sit, I'm no longer disappointed. I might be wearing this tomorrow just to try it out. No, because I'm going someplace and I don't want to try nothing out. I want to wear something that I love. And it's going to be like, bitch, who's that hoe in the room? Okay, so anyway, that is a boozy, smoky vanilla. I'm now excited to wear it. Okay, so that is that. I did leave out one vanilla, and that is Black Vanilla by Mancera, but that's going to be in my fall Manceras, so don't worry about it. You'll hear about that one, because I know somebody's like, what about Black Vanilla? It's coming. It's coming, y'all. It's coming. All right, so that is it for my vanillas. I hope you enjoy. I hope if you made it this far, you must have wanted to see them all. So I hope you found some that you like, or I just, reminded you of some that you have and you need to pull out. All right, y'all. So that's it, my hoes. Be bold, be brave, be fearless, be free. Talk to you later.